Hello, I'm Tim Smith with the Adams County Historical Society, and welcome to another installment of Monuments Monday. And in this video, I'd like to talk a little bit about this monument, the 78th New York, 102nd New York. So these are two different regiments that were at the battle. And I believe later in the Civil War, they were consolidated. So they decided to pool their money together, given to them by the state of New York, and put up a joint monument here on Culp's Hill on the Gettysburg battlefield. I think the monument was dedicated on July 2nd, 1888, off the top of my head. This monument originally was actually positioned on a 90-degree angle from where it is today. But after the road was improved, they moved it to this current location. And one of the interesting things about this monument is the fact that after the Battle of Gettysburg, the units that fought on Culp's Hill felt that they weren't given the proper credit that they deserve for their role in the battle. And there's a bunch of reasons for that. One of the reasons is the 12th Army Corps was shifted to the Western Theater after this battle and weren't really part of the Army of the Potomac. And their official reports were not handed in until late, and General Meade, they believe, didn't give them the proper credit they deserved. The other thing was that they were on top of Culp's Hill behind entrenchments that they had built. And although the Southern Army made an effort to capture this location, they were driven back because of the entrenchments. And there was this perception by some that fighting from behind entrenchments was sort of cowardly. But the men who served in these units wanted to show you that not only was it not cowardly to be behind entrenchments, it was a smart idea, and also it was somewhat courageous. So they did something, and I got to give them credit for it, that is just mind-boggling. What they did is they put a subliminal message on the monument. Do you know that if you're in a department store around Christmas, sometimes there's music playing, and under the music there's a voice, and the voice is saying, "I am an honest person, I will not steal." If you go to a movie theater, they say that in the advertisements in the beginning, they used to occasionally throw up a picture of a Coke real quick, and then people would run out because they saw it, they were thirsty. A subliminal message. Well, right now, there's a subliminal message on this monument, and you can see it. And the message is telling you that they are courageous. Do you see the subliminal message? There is a lion hiding in the rocks. They purposely did that. You can see the lion's paw sticking out under the rail. And actually, if you go around to the back side, the lion's tail is on the back side of the monument. Very creative. And most people don't notice this until you point it out to them. Another thing about the monument was in 1896 or 1897, there was a horrible storm on Culp's Hill. A tree hit the monument and broke it. And it's obvious from looking at pictures that were taken of this monument, they had to take the monument apart and put it back together. And when they took it apart and then put it back together, they accidentally spun the center stone 180 degrees. So if you look at original photographs of the monument, which we'll show here, and the monument now, you can see the center stone has been spun around, which I get a big kick out of. And of course, the monument was damaged again. I believe it was vandalized in the early 1990s. But the park, you can see, has repaired the damage on the monument. And there are many monuments on the battlefield that over the years, they've been damaged, but the park has had to repair.